This short video is going to talk about being an entrepreneur. What are the characteristics of an entrepreneur and what factors affect their success? So in general, people are talking about, does an entrepreneur have a certain personal characteristics? There have been heaps of research in this topic. What makes a person an entrepreneur? And believe me, there are no one formula that will help you to become a successful entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs have various characteristics. There are some studies that are indicating desirable characteristics or some sort of acquirable characteristic that you can tap in so that it will help your entrepreneurial journey. Those habits, behaviors, attitudes, whatever you call them, sometimes fall into some generic kind of characteristics. And here are a number of them that is identified in the literature. Commitment and determination, leadership, opportunity obsession, tolerance of risk, ambiguity and uncertainty, creativity, and motivation to excel. Those are some of the key kind of characteristics that you can come across in different studies. And I think they might explain a little bit what is required to run an entrepreneurial business. Commitment and determination is straightforward, right? I mean, if you are not committed, how can you stand there and try to make something really happen? You have a dream and you are trying to achieve it, and it will take time. It's not overnight, and you need to be committed. You need to be determined so that you will insist running it and making it happen. Leadership is another feature that you could expect, right? Because you need to lead the rest of the people in your company, organization, right? To join to your dream and try to realize it. And also external parties, all the customers or the investors, right? To come and join in your own company, right? And become a part of this dream. So you need to lead them, find the ways of convincing them, making them join to your efforts. Opportunity obsession is another kind of a expected feature, perhaps you could imagine, right? Because what you are doing is you have an opportunity and you are trying to really commit yourself and your resources, investing in that, right? Opportunity, and you want to do it. Once this opportunity doesn't come through, you just get on with the other one. And the other one, you see that many entrepreneurs, after they start their businesses, they just see that everything is working fine, functioning, so they jump into a new opportunity, and then they start a second one, a third company, and so on. So there are serial entrepreneurs, lots of them, when you look around, because they love with the hurdle of this opportunity realization issue somewhat. I mean, they like to find the new opportunities and work on them and make that happen. Then we might think about this tolerance of risk is another issue. Everybody says that entrepreneurs are risk takers. Not necessarily. Entrepreneurs are, yes, they are ending up in risky environment perhaps and so on, but they calculate their risk. They try to understand and reduce the uncertainty around them. They are not afraid of them. Ambiguity, uncertainty is out there in any business. There is no 100% certainty for many. For entrepreneurs, even this is higher, but you know the topic, you know what you want to achieve. So this uncertainty and the risk about this particular product, project, research, right? Or the services that you will introduce in your organization, in your new startup, right? You make the calculations of the risks. You have the milestones. You know that when you will give up, then you will move or make changes to that project. So this kind of a tolerance is something that's helpful, that will help you to get your day pass much easier and smooth. Creativity is a part of the story. You rely on yourself, you are adapting, you are making changes whenever it is needed, so you are not stubborn, right? And you have a motivation to excel, trying, experimenting, never giving up, right? And trying to commit as long as you have good results that will highlight that you are going in the right direction. So this is the pursuit that you do, right, as an entrepreneur. And naturally, when we are talking about this desirable characteristics, perhaps to see, not necessarily all of them, perhaps it's number of them, whatever, but there's no formula. So everybody is different, and this has been observed in a various number of entrepreneurs. So there is no one single formula. But we also see that besides these desirable characteristics, personal characteristics, some of the characteristics are preventing entrepreneurs to become successful. Not necessarily they are a kind of a list again as a avoid kind of warning characteristics. But some undesirable characteristics might be listed based on the research that came up to now, are like people that make excuses, blaming others, dishonest, convinced that they know it all, hesitant to make decisions, and refusing to delegate, don't listen others. Those are some of the characteristics that people consider not good for any entrepreneur. If we look at them closely, we can understand the reasoning behind, right? If you are making excuses all the time, you will do it whatever happens. So you will never excel, right? There is no motivation because you are just finding reasons why it didn't happen. You don't pay attention, you don't go into the details, try to see real problem and then build upon that. Or blaming others. If you continue blaming others, right, you will never ever look at yourself, what you do and what are the problems. You need to really listen others that are around you, that are talking about the problems or likely dangers, threats that might affect your entrepreneurial journey, and you need to take them serious. If you are not a good listener, you can never really see the big picture because you are not, it's not possible that one person knows all, right? Could it be? So you need to have people talking to you and joining as a team, and then showing you different perspectives. This is the reason of being an entrepreneur, right? You are trying to achieve something and you can't do it by yourself. So you need to establish a organization that will make it happen together as a team. So that's why it's very important to have such characteristics that will support this journey. And besides characteristics, I think it's very important to consider that, yes, some personality characteristics might be helpful in your entrepreneurial journey, but also what counts is experience, know-how, and networks. Networks that you build through your contacts over the years. Those three features are very important to your journey. Experience is about wherever you are working, right? Let's say you started up a new company in the construction industry, so you need to have some sort of understanding of the industry, and your way of working there might bring up so many realization, day-to-day activities, and then how you can link all this to your enterprise. Know-how is also something important. If you are total stranger to that particular product, to the customer segment, to the market, to the industry, right? It will be very hard to really engage with that kind of a opportunity and then realization, there will be lots of problems, and then you need to solve them by pulling all your experiences, know-how, and network. Network, the third one, right, is something people find it hard to grasp, but it's very important when you come across with a problem, who might solve that problem, right? If you have a wide range of social network that you can rely on, you can reach out those people that might have experience, know-how, and then you can bring them in, you can get their advice, their guidance, or you can work together with them in such a way that we solve the problem. So it's very important to look outside the company or your startup so that you can build a way of a network that will be a win-win for everybody around you. So you need to work on them as well. So successful entrepreneurs have a wide range of personality types. Don't give up, right? You don't need to have every the best characteristics that might be discussed around and mentioned in the media, right? What is important is about your determination. There is no formula. Don't look at, but you look at yourself. What are your acquired skills? What is missing? What you can bring in? How you can advance? That's why there are programs. There are many entrepreneurship programs in the universities and outside in different certificate programs, right? So you can build up what is missing out there so that you can become successful.